Alrighty, so I'm going to be doing a devotional on rest. And the Bible actually talks about rest quite a bit. It's a pretty common theme. And if something comes up in the Bible a lot, it's got to be pretty important. So I wanted to talk about that today. So a lot of people may associate rest with laziness, and that rest is like, oh, you relax, you're not doing anything. But that's not necessarily the same thing as laziness. I mean, if we look all the way back to like the creation story, for example, God works for 6 days and then on the seventh day he rests. And we're even told as Christians to keep the Sabbath day holy, and to honor that and for us to rest. I mean, God wants us to rest, and we're humans and we're super busy, and it may be really hard to find time to relax. Or other people may see us as being lazy if we are, taking a day off. Maybe it's like on the weekend, for example, Sunday, and taking that time to just like relax and recharge, instead of constantly working. Because, like I said, we're humans and we need that time to get our bodies back to like full, like to recharge our batteries, and our strength. And I'm going to read from Matthew 11:28. It says, "Then Jesus said, 'Come to me, all who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest.'" Jesus wants us to come to him. He doesn't want us to carry those burdens ourselves, especially like stress and exhaustion. Because, I mean, we can try our very best to take on as much as we can, but sometimes we just gotta give it to God. Jesus literally is like, "Come to me." So, and how we rest, that can obviously, it can look different for everyone. In 1 Peter 5:7, it says, "Give all your worries and cares to God. He cares about you." Short, simple, and right straight to the point. God, he cares for us so deeply and unconditionally that he wants us to come to him when we're struggling. And he wants to give us rest. He wants to be able to give us the opportunity to relax and recover. And so what I challenge you is to find some time to rest. That's gonna look different for everyone. For you, it may be taking a whole day to just basically kind of do nothing. Or maybe it's to take a nap. Maybe with your schedule you can't find a whole day, but maybe it's just like a few hours or a little bit of time that you can maybe just have to yourself. And we all recharge differently. So some people may recharge by being around others, typically extroverts, but others just need time alone. And my biggest piece of advice would be, maybe if you need some of that alone time, spend that time with God. I've always found, for me, whether that's like reading my Bible, whether it's just talking to God and telling him what's going on, whether that's about what is burdening you and exhausting you, or it's just about something else. He wants to hear you. He literally says, "Come to me." And that's not just about whenever we are dealing with like these heavy burdens and when we feel weak. He wants us to come to him about everything. And I don't know about you, but for me, when I go to God and I'm like, "God, this is like really like getting on me. Like, I am struggling right now," he takes that and I feel so much better afterwards. So I challenge you to do the same thing. And it may kind of be like a trial and error thing, but just be intentional about your time and kind of being aware of like where your body and your mind is, and know if it's time to like recharge. So that is all that I have. Thank you.